hello. Hello, my dear. It's the 4th of July. We are starting our lesson on Geronimo Stilton. And the first thing I want to do with you is just like to go through the chapter, to read it carefully with good pronunciation. So today I need to watch to see how well...
Tatiana, I don't hear you very well. And also, Lyoshka says that he'll be with no video because he's somewhere, somewhere.
He's not at home. He will be without video. Well, it's really hard to work with somebody without video. Will you at least have audio, Alexei? I hope you at least will have audio because I need...
Yes, I have audio.
All right. Okay, so...
But sometimes I will have it off, okay?
Okay. So we have 4 pages to read. I read one for you and you read the rest. And I need you to show me good reading, intonations, pronunciation, pauses. You prepared to read at home before, so I expect you deliver like very nice and smooth reading. After reading the chapter, we will answer the questions with you over here. I will show you my plan for today. We're going to answer the questions to the chapter, like what did Geronimo do at the airport? What did Sammy Slickpo offer him? What is insurance? Did Geronimo agree to get one insurance? Did he get the insurance finally or not, and why? And what is your opinion of the dirt cheap airlines? Then I'm going to suggest you pieces of the text, and I want you to replace a word. So for example, she barked. I want you to say another word for barked. What would you suggest? And you have to...
Soft.
What is it?
No, nothing.
Yeah, you'll have to suggest a similar word instead of that. In the next exercise, we will write a little dictation to you. So I will cover this text. You can look at it now. I will cover it, and which I just dictate. You just listen and write from hearing, and then we'll... Yes, we need to do some dictations as well, because this proves how well you can write and feel the language in writing. Then we will discuss some of these words, new words from the chapter. I will ask you to remember in what part of the text you saw them, and remember that line from the text with this thing. And if we have enough time at the end, I will we'll have a look at your homework. So let's get to reading the chapter. It's called Good Luck. I do the first page for you and you do the rest. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. So you follow, try to remember more information, because we're going to do an exercise then. And if you have got any words that you would like to clarify with me, like make sure you understand them right, just clap or stop me and ask me after when I finish the sentence. Okay, let's go. Good luck. I was so excited. It isn't every day a mouse leaves the island to travel to Egypt. At the airport, I searched for my ticket counter. Excuse me, where is the DC Airlines check-in? I asked a mouse in an airport uniform. She gave me a look full of pity. DC Airlines? You mean dirt cheap airlines? She said. She pointed to a cardboard box. Good luck, she called as I headed for the box. Good luck? I repeated to myself. What was that supposed to mean? Behind the box stood a plump ticket agent with greasy whiskers. She looked me over suspiciously. The next, please, Jan.
Are you sure you want to get on this flight? She barked. You're not going to scamper off at the last minute, are you? I blinked. Why would I do that? I was confused. Just then, a shady-looking mouse approached me. Hello, my furry friend, he crooned, pumping my paw in a crushing paw shake. I'm Sammy Slickpaw, but you can just call me Slick.
Could you stop
I
for now,
winced,
please? Could you stop for
checking
now,
my
please?
paw for broken bones. Slick?
Just a moment, Jan, I'm sorry. He crooned, pumping up my paw in a crushing paw shake. What's crooning? Do you know? Crooning is when you hum a melody, like a song. For example, hello, my fairy friend. So you just not say the phrase, but you sing a phrase, okay? You kind of deliver it in a tune, with a tune. Like, hello, my fairy friend. All right, that's what he crooned. So Sammy Slickpaw.
Please, look at the picture on the page.
Yes,
There is a paper
and
with a skull.
yes.
There is a skull. That's just funny.
Yeah, so let's start with I winced. And by the way, what is I winced? I'll show you. I'll show you. When you wince, you do like this. You kind of shake a little bit and you make your face like it kind of makes you tremble. It usually happens when you get scared or when you get worried or when you don't understand something. It's like you tremble, you kind of trim it a little bit and do like that with your face. That's wincing, okay? So I winced checking my broken bones. It was really,
broken bones.
yeah. Mhm.
Slick just grinned wider. I'm here to offer you a life insurance policy, he continued. Did you ever think your plane might crash?
Thank you so much. This is the first part. Do you think the plane might crash? I want to ask to continue, Lyosha.
It won't crash.
Yeah, it was
I
crash.
know.
Right.
What
But it won't.
part?
Alexei,
What part?
page 27.
I turned white. My heart started racing like Mario Musetti.
Lyosha, I turned white, full
What?
stop. Yeah, I turned white. My heart started racing like Mario Mosetti at the track. Go ahead, Lyosha.
Well, I turned white. My heart started racing like Mario Musetti at the track. Well, I tried not to think about it. I mumbled. He nodded gravely. Well, you really should, he said softly. I mean, 1 minute these planes are up, the next minute they're down. Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? I gulped. I didn't really want to know. Just think, Slick rattled on. If you had a little life insurance, then your loved ones would be taken care of. Come on, sign here and take a load off your mind. He shoved a piece of paper under my snout. What a slick sales mouse, I thought. But then I felt a pang in my heart. What would happen to little Benjamin?
If I were
In mouse heaven.
if I were
What
in
about
mouse heaven.
his future?
No, that's it. We'll let Misha finish here. So, you know what is insurance?
No.
You know the Russian word for
No.
insurance?
No.
Okay. Insurance, my dear, is a kind of a document, a kind of a process that allows you to not to pay if you have a medical problem. For example, I buy insurance for my health
Understand.
for 1 year. So I go to insurance company and I pay to the insurance company, say $300, for example. Yeah, I pay $300.
300.
For example, let's just you
Mm,
understand what is insurance. So like a month
300.
after, I have a stomach ache and I go to hospital and they help me and they say, okay, you need to pay $50 for your health. And I say, I have insurance company will pay for me. And they say, oh, okay. Then 2 months later, I go to hospital with a headache and then they give me a treatment, they give me pills, they help me. And I say, okay, $50 for your health. And I say, okay, I don't pay. Insurance company pays. And insurance company pays them. And they say, oh, okay. Then I break my arm and I go to hospital and they help me. And I say, okay, $100 that we helped you. And I say, okay, I don't pay. Insurance company pays. So if anything
And
happens,
they will kill you because you don't pay any time.
no. Insurance company pays. I don't pay anything. So
and
anything happens to
if
me,
I have an insurance for everything, and I like pay like $30 per month, but this month I break an arm and I need to spend like 3,000.
they will
They will pay,
yes, they will pay.
but I want them. Okay.
The funny thing about
understand.
insurance company, that they insure you from something bad. And do you want something bad to happen with you?
Nope.
No. But if something bad happens with you, the insurance company will pay for it. So when you pay to insurance company,
It's
you
like
never
Tatiana,
Exactly.
it's like
It is
страхование to your
страховка.
health.
It is страхование. It is exactly that thing. So you pay for to buy insurance, but you never know whether it happens or not. You can pay $300 and nothing happens to you, and you just pay for nothing. Or you can pay $300 and a bad thing happens for you, which would cost you $5,000, but the insurance company will pay because you paid $300. Do you understand how this works?
But the insurance are like not all for everything. So,
insurance
like,
can be for health.
you
It can be
can
for your house, for the
Yeah,
car.
no, like it can be not for all health.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I can have an insurance for breaking some.
Yes, it can be insurance.
But I don't have an insurance from stomachache.
Exactly, yeah. It depends how much money you pay and what insurance company suggests. It depends what do you want to insure, okay? What is important for you. So people insure their houses. They pay insurance for the house. And if the house burns, the insurance company will pay you the amount for the house. But if nothing happens to the house, you never get your money back. That's how insurance works. That's why you kind of think ahead. You think ahead about whether you want to pay for it or not, and then you decide you pay for it or not. So is everything clear about the insurance?
Yes.
Yes, but also here we can make a funny thing.
But yeah.
I have something valuable and I robbed myself.
Oh, that's crime.
Yes, it will work.
I have an insurance.
No.
Jan,
Misha?
I read a book where one person did this.
I also read several books.
And
Like,
Misha?
Yeah, and no, what and
Actually, if you insure yourself and then do something bad to yourself, it's considered to be a crime. It's a criminal case. It's like breaking the law. You can't do that by law because if they
Tatiana, I don't hear you. You said it's like breaking what?
breaking the law, you can't do it. You can go to prison for this. It's like
Yes, I know.
it's
but
forbidden.
you'll go to the hospital.
Maybe, who knows? Let's finish. Okay, Misha, please finish reading this page.
I
What about his future?
What about his future? Would he end up begging for moldy cheese crumbs instead of heading off to college? Maybe an insurance policy wasn't such a bad idea after all. I pulled out my pen, but before I could sign the paper, Slick held up a paw. Just one little question before we do the deal, he said. You are not flying. You are not flying with that cheap airlines, are you? I blinked. Yeah, well, yes. As a matter of fact, I am. I answered. Quick as water, Red doing the post-stroke, he snatched the paper back. Forget it, he squeaked. I can't insure anyone flying with them. They're the worst. It's far too risky. I was beginning to get a terribly twinge in the pit of my stomach. Oh, what a day.
Good. Is everything clear in terms of language in the chapter? No words? No new words? Come on, I found
No.
words for myself. Really? And you didn't find a single word. Let's see. Guys, if you see a new word, if you like notice something now that you like, a new word, please write it to your vocabulary, okay? I really hope that you will write it out.
Okay.
So let's start with the good luck chapter and answer the questions to the chapter. Okay, we read the chapter with good information. Answer the questions. What did Geronimo do at the airport? Please, Misha.
Geronimo was needed to write договор.
Agreement.
English for договор?
Agreement.
What?
Agreement.
Agreement that he will fly at this airline.
He actually came to check in for the flight, to travel. He came to check in for the flight.
No, yes.
The next question, Jan, please.
What did Sammy Sleeper offer him? He offered not to fly at these airlines. At those DC airlines.
What did Sammy Slickpaw offer?
Yeah?
What did Sammy Slickpaw offer?
Not to fly.
Not
No?
exactly, no. He offered him something. Let's remember. This is Sammy Slickpaw. This guy here. All right. Says, I'm Sammy Slickpaw, but you can just call me Slick. And he says, I'm here. Can you see? Now, tell me. So what did Sammy Slickpaw?
Life insurance policy. He offered to make an insurance.
Absolutely right. The question is, why did Geronimo wince when he was talking to Slickpaw? Losha, do you remember? Why did he
I can.
What is it wins? What is it wins?
That's a new word for you. When you wince, you kind of shake a little bit and make your face. So it's kind of a reaction to something unpleasant, to some pain.
Okay.
To something scary, to something unpleasant. Like
I
what?
understand. I understand. Why? Because Sammy Slickpaw said for him that many of planes are crashing.
Let Losha finish.
Because this
Sammy Slickpaw.
Sammy Slick. No, this plump ticket again
Agent.
said agent said for him that he will fly in box.
Well, actually, if you look at this word here, look, I winced. At what moment did he wince, Misha? Why did he wince?
He wins when he wins because this slick shaked his hand too much, and it was pain.
Exactly. Have a look here, guys. Hello, my fairy friend, he crooned, pumping my paw in a crushing paw shake. What is pumping?
Crushing.
Pump is like when you, it's kind the pump насос is doing like pushing the water, pumping. So he pumping his paw in a crushing paw shake. When something is crushing, it literally kind of destroys you. Yeah. Crushing paw shake means the paw shake was very, very
Painful.
painful. Exactly. He was in pain. That's why he winced. Like imagine somebody squeezes your hand to pain. You wince. Yeah. You kind of shake like this and you make your face. So this is what happened to Geronimo. He winced at this crushing paw shake done by Sammy Slickpaw. Okay. The next question is to Jan.
What is insurance?
Can you explain now yourself? Do you think?
What?
What is insurance?
Insurance is a
It is kind of a service that people can buy. What service? What does this service suggest?
the service suggests to pay for, and if it's something bad to you,
Mhm.
like
If something
they
bad
pay you.
happens, if something bad happens, this insurance company will what?
Will pay you.
Compensate. Yeah, they will pay this money for you. Okay, they will help you with money. But you need to pay in advance. You need to pay before. So what did Sammy Slickpaw suggest to insure for Geronimo? Like what
The
was
house.
not a house?
The house, I said.
The health, not the health. Something even more important. Who remembers?
To not be in this airplane.
No, he said.
That you will fly there
So what
in very dirty and cheap airlines.
bad thing could happen to Geronimo on that airplane?
This plane can crash,
Yes, and Geronimo can
die.
die. So he offered him to insure his life. So if Geronimo dies, of course, he does not need this money, but who does the money go to?
To his granddad or no
Family. Yeah. See what
yes.
see what he says here in the description. This he says, well, you really should get the insurance. I mean, 1 minute the planes are up, the next minute they are down. Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? And Geronimo goes, oh, I didn't really want to know. She says, just think, Slick rattled on. If you had a little life insurance, then your loved ones would be taken care of. It means if you die, the insurance company will pay and your family will have money. Yeah?
Very good idea.
Very good idea. So this is what kind of insurance Sammy Slickpaw offered. So he wanted Geronimo to pay him money for the insurance, yeah, and you know, to insure Geronimo's life. The next question: did Geronimo agree to get the insurance or not?
Yes.
Alexei,
And I say
Alexei disappears.
Yeah, yes, yes.
He agreed.
Uh,
Do you remember why?
yes,
Why?
yes. Because it was far too risky.
There was another reason. Misha, do you remember why Geronimo agreed to get the insurance?
because he had no choice.
He had choice. He could buy it or not buy it. Insurance. William Slickpaw says, I give you insurance, you give me money. Geronimo can say, okay, or can say, no, I don't want insurance, so I won't give you money. So did Geronimo agree to have the insurance or not?
Yes.
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 Why? Because, you know,
Because his family needs money.
does he need money if he dies?
His family needs money.
Okay, who exactly does he mention in the story?
Benjamin.
Maybe an insurance policy wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Yeah.
I pulled out my pen, but before I could sign the paper, Slick held up a paw. Just one little question before we do the deal.
Stop.
He said, "You're not flying with."
Before that, see, he says, I thought about Benjamin. What would happen?
Like I said, Tatiana, I said this.
Yes, so, but Losha started to read answer to the next question. I wanted you to focus on this information. So for Geronimo, who was important?
Benjamin.
Of course, he thought about, not about fear, not about trap, not about his grandpa. Who he thought about at this moment was the
Normal.
Benjamin, who he was, see, he says, what about his future? Would he end up begging for moldy cheese crumbs instead of heading off to college? You know what's begging?
Begging, I'm begging.
Put your loving hand.
It's the song.
Yeah, but what is begging?
It's like, please don't do this. Don't do this, please.
Please turn on your camera. I would beg you. I'm begging. Please turn on your camera. Oh. Yeah, when you're begging, you're actually asking very much. So he says, would Benjamin be begging? And when you beg outside in the street, like when you have no money, you beg people who pass by for some food or money, like usually homeless people beg in the street for some help from just people passing by.
Oh, in Poland, there's so much of these people.
Really? A lot of homeless people? Beggars?
Yes, not homeless. Yeah, not in Poland. In we were in what's English for Czechia.
Czechia, in Czechia. So these
Czech-
people.
We were in
Czech
Czechia,
Republic.
in Prague,
Mhm.
in Prague, and there was so much like beggars, so much.
Yeah, so it's called beggars. People who ask for money, they are called beggars. All right. The next question that I wanted to ask you on my list, if I don't lose my mouse much, here. Can you please turn off the music?
What?
Put down the music, please. I'm having a lesson. Thank you. The next question is, what do you think of, did Geronimo get the insurance finally? Who remembers the answer to this question?
Yes.
Did he?
No,
He agreed to have one.
he
Yes.
didn't.
No, he did.
He did.
He agreed and he did.
He agreed to have it. He said, okay, I want to have it. But Slickpaw did not give him the insurance. Why?
Because he
Because it
don't
was-
give his agreement.
At what moment did Slickpaw decide not to sell the insurance to Geronimo?
Quick as a water rat, doing the paw stroke, he snatched the paper bag. Forget it, he squeaked. I can't insure anyone flying with them. They're the worst. It's far too risky. I was beginning to get a terrible twinge in the pit of my stomach. Oh, what a day.
So Slickpaw wanted to give agreement, and when he understood that Geronimo is flying by dirt cheap airlines, he said, oh, no, I'm not selling you the insurance. Why?
Because
Because it was far too risky.
Yes. Do you
it
understand
was
why?
too risky.
So it was too risky. So these airlines are so bad that people can die with every flight. And if Geronimo dies, Slickpaw will have to what?
To pay.
Yes. And the probability that Geronimo dies in this air travel is very high because Cheap Airlines is a very bad air company. And this Slickpaw mouse, Slick, refused to sell the insurance because he was afraid that Geronimo can really die and he will lose his money. He will have to pay for his death. Do you understand? Jan, do you understand how the insurance works? Why this happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good.
So this whole story tells that, yeah, that's the seventh question. Jan, this is a question to you. What do you think of the Dirt Cheese Airlines?
The cheese?
Tatiana,
They are
cheese?
not the cheese. They are
Sorry.
the cheese.
Dirt Cheap. Yeah, Dirt Cheap Airlines. What do you think about this company?
I think on the Mouse Island are like not a lot of security in the airports. They're just no security there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are crashing all the time. And
Yeah.
like, airports shouldn't allow them.
Mm-hmm. It's a very bad air company. Yeah. And people, the airplanes are bad and everybody is afraid to fly by this. Okay. So how did Geronimo feel about having to fly this air company?
Oh, I don't know.
He probably was very much scared.
I'm not Geronimo.
Okay, this is exercises for you guys. If you could write in the chat or on a piece of paper and show me in the camera, that would be a very good practice for writing words, okay? So please use the chat or a piece of paper, your exercise book, to write the answer to the question. Look at the word that is underlined by yellow color. Are you sure you want to get on this flight? She barked. So can you replace the word bark by something else, by another word? Don't say anything, please. Don't say anything. Suggest an answer to the chat in the past simple, just like here. What did she do? She barked. What does it mean? She barked. Can you then just like use another word?
Tatiana, look in the chat.
Oh, yes, I just missed the notification. Okay, Jan, your answer?
I do not have an answer.
You don't know how to replace this word?
Yes.
Why? Is it a problem?
I just can't.
Okay, so barked is something about what she said, okay? Misha suggested she squeaked, okay? And Dosha suggested she shouted. That's right, okay? So it is kind of a way of saying something, shouted or squeaked. Both of them are fine. Now, do you agree, Jan,
With what? Shouted?
with such ideas,
Maybe.
with such suggestions? She shouted, she squeaked. Do you agree? She barked means she shrieked.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, the next one is for Misha. And not for Misha, for everybody. We're just like answering together. But Misha reads.
You are not going to scamper off the last minute, are you?
So please replace the word scamper off. Waiting for your messages in the chat. So this was the conversation about being on the plane. So you're not going to scamper off at the last minute, are you? What
Camera off? Like to go out, like
You're close. Let's have a look what it looked like in the text. When they spoke about the airplane and the travel, she said, you found it, Lёша? Here, look. Are you sure you want to get on this flight? She barked. You're not going to scamper off at the last minute, are you? I blinked. Why did I do that? I asked. I asked, confused. So what did she mean by that? You're not going to scamper off at the last minute. We had this word scamper in Geronimo books before.
We have it.
Yeah, what does it mean to scamper off?
It's like run.
Exactly.
Off.
Run away.
Run.
Mm-hmm. So, Misha, please suggest a replacement for this word.
I write to you.
I just have the book. Come off. You are not going to come off at the last minute. Let's choose another one. Scamper off.
Went out.
You're not going to. Yeah, what do you think is good here?
you're not going to. I don't know.
Meaning from the plane, from flying.
Run.
I don't know.
Run away, exactly. You're not going to run away, to scamper off, like соскочить, but like run away. You're not going to run away at the last minute. All right, that's what she said. Okay, the next phrase. If you had a little life insurance, then your loved ones would be taken good care of. Come on. So how can you replace loved ones? Who? Who is the loved ones? Who are the loved ones? Come on, it's not that difficult.
It's that
It's
difficult.
left than your loved ones.
This Slick says, if you had a little life insurance, then your who? Loved ones would be taken care of. Like the people who you love. Here meaning the mice that you love. You see? Replace this by one word. Loved ones. Lёша, who are your loved ones? Who do you love? Who are your loved ones?
Loved ones. Understood. Loved ones will be taken care of.
Who are loved ones? Jan, who are your loved ones?
I'm sleepy. Here is
I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, bad collection. Are you back to seeing my screen?
yes.
Okay. So who are your loved ones, Jan? Who are your loved ones? Who do you love?
Nobody.
I can count how many I have.
No, you don't need to count how many. Tell me, please, who are your loved ones?
It will be too long.
Just
It
okay.
is like
Give me two people.
2 people.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, ones.
So
Is
I have Dash and Truth.
no, guys. When you say one, it
I
means
have
somebody.
Dash and Truth.
Ah,
Understandable.
you
I
mean
have
the
Dash
animals?
and Truth.
You mean the animals?
Yes.
Okay. Losha, Losha.
Lesh and Ruth.
Misha, who are your loved ones?
My loved ones is my mom and my dad.
Yeah, good. So probably this is what what Slick meant when he spoke to Geronimo. He said, if you had the life insurance, then your loved ones, one is like who, somebody. This word one means somebody. Your loved ones are taken care of. What does he mean by loved ones? Can you say another word for loved ones?
Family.
Family, of course. Family or your relatives. You could say family or relatives.
Jan's family is Lesh and
Well, yes. Yeah, it's the loved ones.
he
It's
said.
those who he loves. So you are my loved ones. You guys. Jan is my loved one. Misha is my loved one. Losha is my loved one. It means I love you. So you are my loved ones. My loved children, my loved people. And the word one is used instead of people, children. Okay? Oh, let's see. There's a few more phrases here. Have a look at this one. Jan, can you read it, please?
Yes. Can I see it first, please?
I just showed it. It's not on the screen. It says
Would
put
he end up beginning for moldy cheese crumbs instead of heading off to college? Maybe an insurance?
Oh, okay. So we don't read the maybe insurance. So this word begging, can you replace it by another word?
Would he end up begging? Oh, like fighting, competing?
Begging.
No? Then it's
Begging is easier.
Yeah, replace it.
easy.
What word would you use for this?
Like, I don't know. I didn't know this one. I didn't remember this one.
I'm showing you.
Okay, I know, but I don't remember.
Okay, Misha, what is it?
I write you in chat.
It's asking in the street, yeah? Asking for moldy cheese crumbs in the street, when you ask in the street. Okay, that's called begging. All right, one more phrase. This one, Misha, read. Misha, read, please.
I pulled out my pen.
Mm-hmm.
The phrase is pulled out, I know.
I too.
Pulled out my pen. I want you to replace the word pulled out.
Like, took.
Yeah, exactly. So I took my pen, kind of took it out of my pocket. I took my pen. Good. And one more phrase. Jan, read, please.
Okay. Quick as a water rat doing the paw stroke, he snatched the paper back.
Yeah. Can you replace this word?
snatched. Took.
Yep, exactly. Took as well. So you can see that the word take is quite comfortable to use instead of many other words, yeah? But it sounds boring. So for this reason, I suggest to go back to the first phrase and try to remember what words did we hide behind these brown words, okay? Number one, please, Misha, read.
Are you sure you want to get on his flight? She squeaked.
Yeah,
Barked.
what was the word behind the squeaked?
Barked.
Barked, exactly. It was the word barked. Jan,
You're not going to scamper.
Misha, it's Jan's.
I don't remember these.
I remember.
What is it?
Okay.
Scamper.
Scamper, can you write it down? Because these are new words for you, you know? Definitely,
Scamper, I know, Tatiana.
you know?
I know scamper.
Is it just scamper?
We
and
did it
scamper with
not one
preposition?
time.
Yeah, we did it many times. Is it just scamper or scamper with a preposition?
It was just scamper.
No, it was scamper with another word. Scamper
Away.
off. Scamper off.
Scamper.
Yeah, you're not going to scamper off the last minute, are you? To scamper off. The next phrase for Misha.
And why I don't
If you had a
closer?
if you had a little life insurance, your loved would be loved ones would be taken care of. Come on.
Correct. Jan, continue.
Would he end up begging?
Yes.
All
Begging
the
for
cheese
all the cheese crumbs
crumbs
in the street
instead of heading off
to
to
college.
college.
That's right. Misha, continue.
Would he?
I
No. I forgot.
Pulled out.
I pulled out my pen.
pulled out my pen. The next one, Jan.
Quick as a water rat doing the pull stroke, he snatched the paper back.
Snatched. Fantastic. Now you remember these, okay? Hopefully these words can stay for you in memory and you can use them later on. So we really have little time for dictation and I wanted to write it a lot with you.
2 minutes.
We'll do this words
2
exercise.
minutes.
We'll do this words exercise first.
Okay.
We have more minutes because, well, actually people came later. I'm very much upset that we lost some time and there was some connection. So, and I have to go at 4 because I have camp. That's why I'm going to record an audio and you will do dictation as homework. So, a look full of pity. Do you remember where in text this was used? A look full of pity. Where was this phrase used in the text?
I remember.
Misha?
I remember. When Geronimo said to the mouse that he's flying on DC Airlines.
That's correct. She gave him
a look full of pity.
Exactly. She gave him a look full of pity. Jan, this one.
Winch. I don't remember where it was.
Where was the winch? I will help you. It was at the very end of the chapter.
I was beginning a terrible twinge in the pit of my stomach.
Stomach, Jan, stomach. Stomach. Okay, a twinge. A twinge is a sharp pain that you feel somewhere in your body. It's like, can you suggest a Russian translation for this? Can you suggest a Russian version for this?
No.
Приступ.
Okay.
Приступ боли. So when did Geronimo feel a twinge in his stomach, Jan? At what point?
Like, I don't remember really.
When did he feel the twinge?
I don't remember.
Misha, do you remember?
No.
Again, I showed you this piece of text at the very end. So when Slick said, "Oh, this air company is the worst. They're far too risky," Geronimo understood that he is going to fly on a very dangerous flight, and he was beginning to get a terrible twinge in the pit of his stomach at the very end when he realized that he was going to travel by that airline. All right, Misha, the next word for you. Croon.
Croon.
Mm-hmm. Who crooned?
Croon. I remember, but I don't remember.
It's on the tip of your tongue. That's our idiom. Jan, do you remember who crooned what?
These sales mouse
Yes.
crooned my furry friend. Something like that.
Yes, he greeted Geronimo in a way like of crooning his greeting. Hello, my dear friend. Da, 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 da. All right, the next word is insurance. Who can remember how it was used in the text?
Insurance. It's when the sale mouse said that. No. I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
That's right.
Again.
So
Again.
Slick offered Geronimo
To make an insurance.
yeah, to offer an insurance. That's how it was used in the text. Slick offered insurance to Geronimo. Card box.
Card box?
Yep.
It's a box made out of cardboard.
It was in the very beginning when Geronimo came to the airline.
Yes. I remember.
What is it, Jan?
Like,
I'm sorry, it was a
little
cardboard
cloth
box.
she said she pointed at a cardboard box.
Yeah, she pointed to a cardboard box. And the last word, wince. Who winced when? Maybe you can remember again.
The Geronimo winced
When?
when he was talking with the.
No, not talking. At what point did he wince?
When this Slick 4 like crashed his and with his paw.
Yeah, he had a crushing paw shake. Okay, can you remember what was where is the in the first case the transition from mouse world to people world?
Maybe furry friend, but I think not very. Paw shake.
Yes,
is-
Jan. So what is paw shake? How can you change paw shake into human language?
Handshake.
Handshake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paw shake would be handshake. Paw shake would be equal to paw shake. Paw shake would be equal to handshake. And in the second paragraph?
Mario Mausetti.
Mario Mausetti. Who is Mario Mausetti? What is like in the human world? Who is the fast rider?
He is Mario, but I don't remember who.
Yeah, what do we call Mario in the human language?
Just Mario.
Super Mario.
No?
What? Super Mario is the game.
Yeah, it's the game about a racer who goes fast in the car, right? Super Mario.
I think
Not a car. Without a car.
Yeah, he goes in the car. Super Mario goes in the car.
No,
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
no,
Goes in the car.
no, I think no.
No? All right, maybe I'm wrong. So,
No.
guys, what is going to happen now? I let you go,
Yeah.
but I will record an audio for a little dictation. It's like 1, 2, 3 sentences only. An audio of a little dictation, and you write it as homework, okay?
Okay.
You write the dictation and you send me the photo of your dictation without checking. I need to see how you can write from memory. You can read the article again, in the book again, before you write the dictation, but you can't look at the text when you listen and write. And please bother about punctuation. So quotation marks, commas, dots, question marks, everything that you have to remember when you write a dictation, please keep this in mind. So your homework will be to write a dictation. Also, I will upload the worksheet with our exercise today, so you can write it again, write it by hand. And our next lesson will be on Saturday. I really hope Yosha will watch the recording of the video and do all the tasks. Yosha, if you're watching this, please send me a message right now and write the word apple. And I will understand that you are watching this video. It's like a code word. Yeah, and this is it for now. You're free to go. But remember that finishing this recording, I'll record the dictation for you and your parents will play it for you to write. You have a lovely rest of the day. I love you. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
You should disconnect.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dear. So as I promised, now I dictate the sentences to you. You write them down and send me the video. If you need more time to write a sentence, you can pause the video, like put it on pause, and have as much time as you need to write the dictation. Let's begin. I read the whole text and then sentence by sentence. He nodded gravely. Well, you really should, he said softly. I mean, 1 minute these planes are up, the next minute they're down. Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? And now let's write. First sentence. He nodded gravely. He nodded gravely. Next sentence. Well, you really should, he said softly. Well, you really should. Well, you really should, he said softly. He said softly. The next sentence. I mean, 1 minute these planes are up, the next minute they're down. I mean, 1 minute. I mean, 1 minute these planes are up. These planes are up. The next minute, they're down. The next minute, the next minute, they're down. They're down. Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? crash each year? Do you have any idea how many planes crash each year? Hmm? And this is the end. I'm looking forward to your papers to check. I see you on Saturday, on the 8th of July. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye-bye.